Yo, what the fuck is going down, everybody? It's your boy, Sauceman, checking back at your niggas with another goddamn video today. But anyways, man, the time has finally fucking come, okay? The time has literally come. The 2019 NBA Finals in this bitch, okay? The NBA Finals, we already know. Now, this is gonna be an amazing fucking series, okay? This is the series! Okay, this is literally the fucking series that everyone has been waiting for, okay? The series that everyone has been waiting for before the fucking playoffs started, my nigga. And this is technically the NBA Finals that I predicted before the damn, you can go back and look at my damn prediction. Before the playoffs started, this is literally the NBA Finals that I predicted. So we already know we have an amazing NBA Finals coming up ahead of us. So you already see this shit by the title. The Toronto Raptors facing off against the Golden State Warriors in this bit, okay? We have the Toronto Raptors facing off against the Golden State Warriors in this bit. So before I get into the goddamn prediction, we already know. Okay, we already know the fucking game that happened, okay? It was on Saturday. The game was on Saturday. The Toronto Raptors officially advanced to the NBA Finals, taking it, okay, all the way to NBA Finals, the very first Finals appearance in the history of the Toronto Raptors, which is usually amazing. Kawhi Leonard is his very first season, leads his team all the way to the NBA Finals. It's crazy as fuck. So, the Toronto Raptors make the NBA Finals, and they beat the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 6, which, by the way, the Milwaukee Bucks, okay, technically, I wouldn't be making a goddamn, I should have made a separate video about this shit, but we already know Game 6. I'm not even gonna fucking recap game. You know what, fuck it, I'm not even gonna go in and recap Game 6. We already know the Toronto Raptors beat the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bucks fucking lose, okay? They lose, which I'm glad that they lost, okay? Because before the playoffs started, this is technically the series that I predicted before the playoffs started, either the Warriors and Raptors in the finals, but I'm glad, like, before the series started, before the Eastern Conference Finals series started, which is literally the only series that I was wrong about this entire playoffs, I predicted the Bucks in 7. You know what I'm saying? But the Toronto Raptors literally fucking amazed me, especially in the last 3 fucking games. You know what I'm saying? Where the role players came in and just stepped up. Everybody pretty much stepped up. And of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo was locked down. They completely got destroyed, and their season is basically fucking over. Okay, all the bench players didn't show up, and they fucking choked. I don't know what the fuck happened to the Milwaukee Bucks, but I'm glad that the Raptors, because it shows you that they're only going to be playing better, to the point where I'm wrong on a prediction, which is the only prediction I was wrong about. They were playing that fucking great because I did not expect them to play that great. So they come in, they're by evidence, you know what I'm saying? Which is another prediction I have in the finals, that they're going to be playing a lot better, okay? They're going to be playing, the Raptors are going to be playing a lot better than the Golden State Warriors this series. I mean, well, not better than the Golden State Warriors, but better than they have throughout the entirety of this playoffs. So, in this fucking series, we already know Toronto Raptors versus the Golden State Warriors, which you already know the Golden State Warriors, they beat the fucking Portland Trail Blazers. Of course, it was like another fucking 19-point lead, 7-15, I don't even fucking give a damn. So they come in, they just pretty much swept the Portland Trail Blazers. They completely choked. This should have been a 6-game series, in my personal opinion. That gives the Warriors more fucking rest. So they make the NBA Finals, okay? They literally make the NBA Finals. Now, here's the fucking thing, my nigga. I'm going to be looking at it from the perspective of the Toronto Raptors, because I want the Raptors to win this series. Okay, I want the Raptors to win this series regardless of what, you know what I'm saying, of who I predict. I want the Raptors to win this series, and I might literally fucking cry tears of joy if somehow the Raptors pull this shit off, and they legitimate. And that's one of the main things that I'm going to talk about. The Toronto Raptors, which is a big fucking thing. The Toronto Raptors, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I might be going for a long shot by saying this, but I'm going to say it right here, right the fuck now. The Toronto Raptors have a legitimate chance, okay, a legitimate chance to win this fucking series. They have a legitimate chance to win this series. So, what I'm going to say, okay, the Raptors, they have to play. In order for the Raptors to have a legitimate chance to win the series, in my opinion, they have to play better than they have been playing throughout the entirety of this playoffs. Combined. Okay, take all the fucking great games that they had this entire playoffs, like in all the fucking rounds. Combine that shit, you know what I'm saying? And have them play that fucking well. That's the only way I see the Toronto Raptors having a legitimate chance to win this fucking series. You know what I'm saying? They have a legitimate chance to win the series, especially considering the fact that they have home court advantage. If they didn't have home court advantage, then I'll be like, this shit will be over. You know what I'm saying? But the Raptors have a home court advantage, so it's going to be a massive upgrade for the Toronto Raptors in this shit. So we already know, going into the series, before I get into the series, we have the fucking Golden State Warriors in this bitch. So we already know the Golden State Warriors coming in, you know what I'm saying, making the NBA Finals. Now, injuries. Okay, that's one of the main fucking things the Warriors are going to be facing this series, is obviously the fucking injuries. We already know Kevin Durant is still out, okay? I believe that, according to this motherfucker, Kevin Durant is going to be out for Game 1, so he's not going to be playing for Game 1. He's not going to be playing, and the Golden State Warriors, obviously, you know what I'm saying, regardless if Kevin Durant is injured or not, the Warriors are still going to be playing great, in my personal opinion, because they obviously fucking proved it. You know what I'm saying? They literally won 6 straight games, have not lost a single game that Kevin Durant was not playing in. So the more that the Warriors play without Kevin Durant, the better that they're going to become. And as I said, this was the prediction that I had before the playoffs started, that the Warriors will only play better as the playoffs go along. And as each series goes along, the Warriors will only play better and make adjustments, which is what they've proven multiple fucking times. Dealing with all these injuries Even with Andre Igoudala, his injury, you know what I'm saying? They were still able to maintain, and they were still able to get players to step up and dominate. So the Warriors, they are obviously the fucking favorites in this bitch, okay? They're still the favorites in my personal opinion, but let me just go on and get into the prediction of this shit. But the injuries may actually make it a way more competitive series than what people fucking expected in this shit. So we already know, coming into this fucking series, we have the Toronto Raptors. Now, here's the thing. Here's not only do they have home court advantages, which is an advantage of in and of itself, they also have even more fucking advantage, okay? Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying? Obviously being the main fucking one. I don't give a fuck if his fucking leg is injured or he fucking has an injured fucking, what you call it? An injured fucking ankle or some shit like that, and he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really being that impactful in some games in the conference finals where he only had like 19 points or some shit like that, but still, this nigga still dominates. Still gets 34 fucking points, which Kawhi Leonard at his fucking point is going to be the best player in this fucking series. And usually, the team that has their best player usually wins the fucking series, but except it's against the Golden State Warriors. But we have the Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be the best player all series, okay? Better than Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, okay? We already know he's out for game one. I would say that Kevin Durant will come back probably later in the goddamn series, but regardless if Kevin Durant plays or not, my prediction won't change, okay? My prediction is not going to change regardless of when Kevin Durant comes back. As long as he's out for game one, then I'm going to maintain my same goddamn prediction that I'm going to explain. So we already have, okay, Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be the best player out this entire series, because even if Kevin Durant comes back, they'll probably limit his minutes and he wouldn't have as much momentum on his side, considering the fact that he hasn't played since fucking almost 20 days or some shit like that. So we have Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be the best player of the series. And we already know he's getting a fucking rematch, my nigga. It's literally going to be a fucking rematch against the Golden State Warriors of when Kawhi Leonard got fucked over. And we already know. Okay, I just had to mention that little thing. He was fucked over in the 2017 Western Conference Finals. But, you know, need I fucking say, but that shit was 2 years ago. But we already know he's playing against the Golden State Warriors again. As long as he's not injured again, even more than he's going to be amazing. He's going to be the best player of the series. So not only have home court advantage, you have the best fucking players. And the main fucking thing is that you have the fucking bench, my nigga. The Raptors, if you look at their goddamn bench, they literally beat the team that had the best bench of the league, but that's because they dominated defensively and locked down Giannis Antetokounmpo. The entire team didn't play well, and their inexperience basically fucking showed. But for the Milwaukee Bucks, but the Raptors right now are looking like they have the best bench in the entire league. Now, if you really think about it from the Golden State Warriors perspective, okay, of course DeMarcus Cousins or some shit like that, he could come back, you know what I'm saying? He's questionable for game one or some shit, but I really doubt DeMarcus Cousins is going to change the outcome of this series, in my personal opinion, simply because DeMarcus Cousins, if he comes back, they're probably going to limit his minutes, and obviously, they didn't even need that nigga, okay? They basically didn't even need that nigga, but you have a lot of fucking, you have the fucking bench advantage. You already know what the fucking bench is proving. Now, in order for the Raptors to win this series or take a massive advantage in this series, is the fucking bench players need to step up the same way that the Raptors did in games 4 and game 6, where basically everyone on the bench was dominating. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was stepping up when they needed to. Everybody was knocking down shots. They had so much energy on their fucking side. That's how they need to play every single game this series if they want to win this shit. Now, which leads me to my next goddamn point. The Raptors are playing a lot better. They're going to be playing a lot better than this fucking series, because we already know coming into the second round, which is, you know what I'm saying, in the second round they played against the Sixers. It took them 7 games, and it took like a lucky ass fucking game winner by Kawhi Leonard just to win that series, which is part of the reason for why I predicted them to lose the conference finals, because if it take you 7 games, because I predicted if they take them 7 games to beat the Sixers, then they wouldn't beat the fucking Bucks. You know what I'm saying? But what they did is that the Raptors been playing a lot fucking better in the second round. You know what I'm saying? You had like a few games where all the players on the Raptors stepped up and they fucking dominated, but then the next game they didn't show up the way they needed to. You know what I'm saying? They win game 1, okay? In the semifinals, they won game 1, lose 2 straight, had a great game 4, you know what I'm saying? As a cohesive unit, had a good game 5, game 6, they lose. You know what I'm saying? They never had that consistency. The bench players didn't have that consistency. But in the conference finals, the bench had their fucking consistency for 4 straight games, leading to a double sweep. So not only did they master the art of consistency for the Raptors, in my personal opinion, they're going to, right now, this series, I think that they're going to master the art of being consistent and playing really great on the fucking road. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they're going to be playing a lot better knowing what's at stake. So the bench players literally need to step up every single game this series. You have fucking Kyle Lowry, which Kyle Lowry, he obviously needs to fucking step up. You have to have Serge Ibaka down low at all times, okay? Well, at least when he's playing at all fucking times, dominating the fucking post. Because you have a massive height advantage. You have fucking Siakam, Marc Gasol, and Serge Ibaka to be on down low. You know what I'm saying? Be in the inside the fucking post, dominating the post. Because you obviously have a height advantage. Who does the Warriors have in terms of big men? Kevon Looney. You know what I'm saying? Which Kevon Looney, he was really great in the last 2 rounds in terms of his offensive rebounding, but his offensive rebounding wasn't that significant. Well, I don't think that in this series his rebounding isn't going to be that consistency because they basically played up against a bunch of small teams. You know what I'm saying? Playing against an injured Enes Kanter in the conference finals. Of course, Kevon Looney is going to get all the fucking rebounds. And of course, the second round, the Rockets were a really small team and they started choking like fucking bitches. So they obviously Kevon Looney was going to be getting a lot of fucking rebounds. But this series, do not expect Looney or any type of big man, which is literally just Looney, you know what I'm saying? And fucking Andrew Bogut, which of course he's not going to be playing that much. Don't expect their rebounding to be that significant. You're going to have to literally rely on Andre Iguodala getting rebounds or Draymond Green, obviously. But he's literally like a small big man. He's literally the biggest big man in the entire team. Literally just fucking Draymond Green. So you have a massive height advantage. You have a big advantage down low. You just need to have Marc Gasol dominate defensively every single fucking game with this inside presence. Force every player he's guarding out to the perimeter. Force Draymond Green out to the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Make them earn their points. No easy fucking baskets, obviously. You have Pascal Siakam, which I'm actually kind of concerned for Pascal Siakam because there was a lot of fucking instances in this fucking series where Pascal Siakam, this nigga literally only gets like 14 points or 15 points. He needs to at least average 20 fucking points. In the second round, he was averaging like 25 points. Then his points went down, but his rebounds went up. So again, continue to dominate. Of course, Serge Ibaka. Be that main nigga to come and draw charges, go in, get fucking blocks, get steals, force players up to a bad fucking shot. Do all you fucking can. You know what I'm saying? Do all you fucking can to limit all the inside shots. And he's obviously going to be playing with a lot of fucking energy. So you have a big post advantage. You also have a big bench advantage. Who does the fucking Warriors have on the bench? They literally have Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston. You know what I'm saying? He's decent, but I don't think that he's going to average more than 10 points this entire series. That's pretty much all you fucking have. You know what I'm saying? You have fucking random ass players like Quinn Cook or some shit like that. Jerebko. They're not going to be as good. Van Fleet. Literally, a player that was only averaging like fucking 5 points per game comes and drops 20 fucking points. Amazing game in Game 5 and Game 6. He's obviously going to step up in my personal opinion. All these motherfuckers are going to step up. Kyle Lowry, he literally has to average 15 points per game. So, coming into the predictions in this shit, okay? The Raptors have a lot of fucking advantages, but of course, coming from the Golden State Warriors perspective, you obviously have the main fucking talent, which is Stephen Curry, okay? We already know Stephen Curry, this nigga is obviously going to dominate, in my personal opinion, in this fucking series, okay? I really doubt that the defensive adjustments the Raptors are going to make are just going to lead to a fucking, Steph Curry not playing that well and playing like fucking shit. That's not going to happen in my personal opinion. I think Stephen Curry is going to come in and he's going to dominate. He's probably going to average like 25 points per game. Okay, he's probably going to have average 25 points per game because when it's his team, he's going to be unstoppable. And when it comes to Klay Thompson, either one of the two is going to dominate. My personal thing is that you have to have Kawhi Leonard, okay? You have to have Kawhi Leonard on Klay Thompson. Okay, a lot of people are saying Kawhi Leonard should guard Stephen Curry. That's not going to work in my personal opinion. Simply because his ball handling moves, I don't think it's going to fucking work. Especially since Kawhi Leonard's injured and his fucking, perimeter defense is not going to be as good. I don't think that he's going to be able to guard Steph Curry. You're probably going to have to put Danny Green on him and shit like that, which I think Danny Green is legitimately going to be the only player coming off the bench that's not going to be playing well offensively. Because Danny Green, in my opinion, he's going to get locked down. Okay, he's basically going to get locked down. So coming into game 1 of this shit, okay, we already know game 1 of this fucking series, we already have this shit, okay? We basically already fucking have this shit, my nigga. I have the fucking Toronto Raptors coming in, winning game 1 of this fucking shit, okay? Shocking. Okay, well, I'm predicting the Raptors come in and win game 1 simply because the crowd is gonna be going fucking crazy, my nigga, okay? The crowd is gonna be going fucking crazy. Everyone's gonna be going ballistic. I think that all the players are gonna be firing on all cylinders. They're gonna be carrying off the momentum that they had winning game 6. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. That's what I think is gonna fucking happen this series. So, I think that in game 1, the Raptors are going to come in and win. They're probably going to win by like over 15 points. Expect the Warriors to have lots of problems because if the bench comes in and shows up and dominates, that's it. You know what I'm saying? They're winning the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? I'm predicting Van Fleet to come in and dominate. I'm predicting all these motherfuckers. I'm predicting all the fucking bench players to come in and dominate this fucking shit. I'm predicting all that shit. And also Norman Powell. You know what I'm saying? Which I forgot to mention this nigga. What time is it? We have fucking Norman Powell in that bitch. I'm predicting this nigga to come in and still dominate. So, they have a lot more depth when it comes to that shit. They have a lot more depth and expect all the players that are supposed to step up in the Golden State Warriors not step up. Kevon Looney will be limited, in my personal opinion. He will be fucking limited. And don't expect Draymond Green, which I think Draymond Green is going to play with a lot of passion and he's going to be playing with a lot of heart this series. but don't expect him to come in playing great in game one. Just expect the Warriors to struggle. Expect Steph Curry to have a nice little 25-point game, but that's pretty much it. He won't control the tempo of the game. It's going to go all in the Raptors' favor, especially with Kawhi Leonard coming in, dominating all cylinders. Okay, he's going to be dominating all cylinders. He's probably going to drop like 35 fucking points, and the Warriors are going to do absolutely nothing to contain that shit. So that's my predictions for game one. I'm predicting the Raptors to come in and win that shit. Game two! Okay, we're coming into game two of this fucking shit. So coming into game two of this series, I'm actually going to go out and predict, regardless if Kevin Durant, because we don't know when Kevin Durant's going to come back, but regardless if Kevin Durant comes back or not within game two, I'm still predicting the same exact thing, same within the first three games. In game two, I'm predicting the Warriors to come in and win game two of this fucking series, simply because of the defensive adjustments. And here's the thing, okay, even though the fucking, the Toronto Raptors are really good and they're going to be a really consistent team, in my personal opinion, throughout the entirety of the game, I don't see them being that consistent after the Warriors make defensive adjustments, which they literally proven in all season. After they fucking lose a game, they come in and make lots of defensive adjustments. So that's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting them to make defensive adjustments and come in and win. Expect Andre Iguodala to lock down a lot of fucking players. Expect Klay Thompson with this great perimeter defense. And expect Draymond Green to come in and dominate. And expect the Raptors not to play with that much fucking energy and just wear them out with their defense, which is what they did. Expect a lot of double teams. Expect, because the only way to stop Kawhi Leonard, even though you're not going to stop him overall, he's still going to have a great game. You're going to have to trap Kawhi Leonard, and that's going to lead to the entire team not knowing what they're doing. So in game two, because everyone likes the hype of the Toronto Raptors now, but even in the fucking semi, they only won one road game. You know what I'm saying? Only won one road game in the conference finals. And we already know that it was mainly because of them not playing that fucking good. Not playing good, okay? It was them not showing up in the fourth quarter. So I think that there's still going to be some type of inconsistencies. So I'm predicting the Warriors to come in and win game two of that shit. Simply because I see Stephen Curry coming in dominating, and I don't see the Raptors playing in with the fucking energy that they're supposed to, and expect the bench to play a lot better. Because I think that there's going to be games where the bench plays better than the Rockets. Than the fucking Raptors. So I have the fucking Warriors coming in winning game two of this shit, tying the series 1-1. Now coming into game three. Coming into game three of this fucking series, my nigga, we have them playing on the road, which is going to be a little bit of a change. You know what I'm saying? For Warriors, the first final series that they're going to play where they don't have home court advantage. So coming into game three of this fucking series, I have Golden State coming in taking a 2-1 lead simply because, okay, and that's the main fucking thing, simply because I see them going on a massive second half fucking run. I just don't see how the Warriors are going to be beatable. You know what I'm saying? Well, not, you know, of course they're going to be beatable in my personal opinion, but coming into game three, I don't see how the Raptors are going to win that shit simply because the Golden State Warriors are going to have momentum coming off of game two, coming into game three, playing at home, which the fucking crowd is going to be literally crazy as fuck. Don't get me wrong. The crowd's going to be crazy as fuck, literally selling out fucking tickets, you know what I'm saying, quicker, you know what I'm saying, for the Raptors fans. But in game three, I see the Warriors coming in dominating. Okay, I see them coming in dominating, have it be a really close game, but expect the role players not to step up the way that they're supposed to. Expect Serge Ibaka not to step up to the same extent. Norman Powell, Van Fleet, expect them to make some type of defensive adjustment to limit their points, which is not really that hard to do, especially since they have a really good defensive team with Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green. And expect Draymond Green to realize what's fucking happening. Expect both of them to completely dominate throughout that entirety of the fucking game and have it come to the point where Siakam, you know what I'm saying, he's going to dominate in game one, but expect Siakam to be limited on the road and only getting those 14 fucking points, which is not what I'm concerned from him fucking averaging this shit. So in game three, I see the Warriors coming in, winning game three, taking a 2-1 lead, mainly due to a massive second half run that I literally envisioned this shit happening coming into game three of this shit. So game four, coming into game four, this might come to a shocker, but I have two different scenarios for game four in this fucking series. One scenario for game four in this shit, in my personal opinion, is that if Kevin Durant is back by game four, if he's playing by the beginning of game four, or he shows up in game four, I see the Warriors coming in taking a 3-1 lead because I just don't see how I don't see how they're going to handle this shit. Steph Curry, in my personal opinion, is going to have a lot of momentum. Klay Thompson's going to have a lot of momentum. Draymond Green, they already know how to play really great without him. So with them, they're going to be completely dominating, in my personal opinion. So I see game four of this fucking series, I would see the Warriors winning this shit if Kevin Durant's back by the time that shit happens. And DeMarcus Cousins might be back by the time this shit happens, but I don't really see him being that significant. Maybe if the Warriors fucking interior play is not really that good. I mean, the Raptors interior play is not really that good. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Marcus Gasol and shit like that, which I don't see them playing that well on the road. Kyle Lowry, for example, I don't see this motherfucker stepping up on the road. But game four of this shit, if Kevin Durant is not playing, I see the Raptors tying the series, tying that shit, 2-2. You know what I'm saying? The series will be tied 2-2 simply because Kawhi Leonard. It's going to be a close game throughout, and they're going to learn, they're going to make adjustments, and they're going to be able to manage without that shit. Because the Warriors, again, they're not really that much of a depthful team. They're going to make lots of defensive adjustments, but I think the Raptors will find their way around that shit with Kawhi Leonard obviously dominating, controlling the tempo throughout the entirety of the game, and I see the Raptors coming and tying the series 2-2. Expect Kyle Lowry to have a better game. Expect everyone. Okay, expect all the bench players to have a better game, in my personal opinion, and expect them to utilize their interior play a lot fucking more and make the fucking the fucking Warriors work for that shit. So, we have game 4 of this shit. I'm predicting a series tied to 2-2. But coming in game 5 of this fucking series, I see the Golden State Warriors, okay, coming in, winning game 5 of this fucking shit in Toronto, which obviously is going to be literally the best fucking chance for the Raptors to win this shit. A chance to take a 3-2 fucking lead. A chance to win the goddamn series. But I see in game 5, I see the goddamn Raptors. I see the goddamn Warriors coming in, winning game 5 of this fucking series. The Warriors coming in, winning game 5 of this fucking series. Simply because I do not see them losing 2 straight games of series. I see them making massive defensive adjustments. And once they come in and make those massive defensive adjustments, I see them coming in and winning that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Expect Stephen Curry to dominate. Expect him to have another great fucking game. Probably drop around 40 fucking points. Because I honestly see that's how he's literally going to play this series. So we have game 5. I see the Warriors coming in, stealing game 5. Just stealing it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the biggest fucking game. But the main thing is that I do not see the Raptors dealing with the massive adjustments and the talent and the offensive advantage that they're going to have. And the consistency advantage. Of course, they're having 3 fucking all-stars on that shit. And expect Draymond Green to dominate the post. And I'm actually predicting Pascal Siakam not to step up the way that he needed to. All the players not step up the way they needed to. And now Kawhi Leonard be the only one doing shit in terms of playing better. And that I see the Warriors coming out the gate. Which the only way that I see the fucking Raptors having a chance to beating them niggas is, of course, if they come out of the fucking gate and play great against Steph Curry defensively. But I don't see that happening with the goddamn momentum they have. So I see the Warriors making massive adjustments defensively and locking them down. And pretty sure by that fucking point they would have won game 5. Kevin Durant would have been back. So I'm predicting them to win game 5 with Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? If it's not without Kevin Durant, it might go 7 games. But I don't even fucking know. But I'm pretty sure by that point Kevin Durant will be back. So I'm predicting the Warriors to come in and win game 5 and take a 3-2 lead. And coming into game 6, I see the Warriors coming in, closing out the Toronto Raptors in about 6 fucking games, simply because they have a chance. They're going to have lots of momentum. Literally, okay, I think the Oracle Arena is going to be gone. The fucking shit's going to be the last fucking game for the goddamn, on the road, for last fucking home game for the Golden State Warriors in the Oracle Arena. Everyone's going to be going fucking crazy, and the Warriors will have lots of momentum on their fucking side. So I just don't see the Raptors, even though they're going to be playing really great on the road, and I see them winning game 4, you know what I'm saying, in a really close fucking game. And of course, in game 2, I see like a 10-point lead, and then in game 3, like a 20-point win. But in game 4 is going to be a close win by the Toronto Raptors. I see them playing great on the road. I just don't see them being that consistent enough in dealing with the Golden State Warriors' offensive firepower, especially when they go on a massive fucking run, which will obviously happen multiple times this series. So I see the Warriors coming in, winning this series in 6 fucking games, but it will be an amazing fucking series. And I hope I'm wrong. Okay, I hope I'm fucking wrong with this shit, but I really doubt it, okay? I really fucking doubt it. I just see them dominating with the offensive firepower they have. Again, they were not favorites to begin with, but they literally might fucking have. They somehow get some type of spark going and then win game 5, it will be literally a fucking series. And if it goes 7 games, it's going to be fucking crazy. But I just see it happening, especially since Kevin Durant's probably going to come back. I see it being about 6 fucking games, so I have the Warriors at 6. How much you get a comment section? It's your boy Sauceman X, NBA Finals. I'm taking the fucking out of your piece.